Welcome back to our city, and for the second half of this evening's show, I'm pleased to be joined by Miss Kiana Harris, who is Miss Tourism Queen of the Year USA. Kiana, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now, we've known each other for a couple of years now,
Yes.
so tell me about the Queen of the Year International Pageant for Miss Tourism. What is it?
Okay, so it's a way for girls who have a platform, and it's about being an ambassador for tourism. It's about getting your city on the map, about telling people how they could find their way around your town, around your city, around your state. Now I get to tell people how to find their way around the entire USA.
You get to tell people where to go.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good thing to
Exactly.
do, right? So tell me about, where was the pageant held?
It was in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
I remember that. I remember when you were leaving.
Yes.
And you told me you were competing, and you were extremely confident you were going to win the thing.
I was confident that I would do well. I was confident that I would be where I want to be, where I'm supposed to be.
What's Malaysia like?
Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. The culture that they have, because they were first with the Dutch and then they went with, it was Britain. So they have a lot of those cultures in their culture. So a lot of the structures of the buildings have Dutch backgrounds. And if you go throughout the city, you'll see the change from the different architecture backings of Dutch and from different areas.
English.
Yeah.
So Kiana, how long were you there?
I was there fully for about a month.
Yeah, it's not
actually.
something where you'd go for a couple of days and
Yeah.
fly home.
Yeah, it was a day to get there.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So you're there for a month, so there's a lot of prep going on for the tournament, is that?
Yes. Yes,
Or
it
the
was
competition?
It was a lot of prep. It was a lot of events to go to, a lot of knowing the girls and the organization and promoting not only ourselves but the organization that we're with.
So it's a one-year term, or?
Yes, it's 1 year.
So how many, you say girls, what's the age, or the young ladies really, right?
Yeah, I mean, we go from 18 to 27.
That's the age of competition.
Yes.
Well, did you ever travel to any other countries before this?
No, I haven't.
This is your first time out of the country?
Yes.
Malaysia. Mm-hmm. Some people go to France or England or Europe, Italy. You go to Malaysia.
Yes.
And who went with you?
I went by myself.
You did?
Yep.
Flew to Malaysia.
Yep.
Got off the plane, said I'm here. Mm-hmm. And then you check in somewhere?
Yeah, we checked into the hotel. Everybody was so nice. It was an easy and relaxing transition from being here to going over there, because it felt like you were home. They made you feel like you never left home. This is where you belong. This is where you've been all your life.
Did you have a handler or somebody to?
Yeah, we had our chaperones there.
You did?
Yeah.
So, Kiana, since you haven't gone globally before this trip, what was your greatest experience about the trip?
Learning about the different cultures, and I would say the fun part was learning the different girls, as well as trying to figure out the money aspect of it.
Yeah.
Trying to do the conversion, because for a moment it was, what
That's what
is
American
it?
Express is for.
Exactly. I was like, just take the card, it's fine.
So how many ladies completed?
It's 57.
57 of you.
57 other countries were there.
So one per country?
Yep.
So you had to compete and win the title in the United States first?
Yes.
And where was that competition
That
held?
was in New York.
That was in New York.
Yes.
And how many young ladies competed in that tournament?
That one we had 30.
Okay.
So it was tough competition. And all the other girls, they were amazing. They're still my friends. We still talk now. And they're off doing their thing. And I'm sure they're going to come back when I have to give up my crown to the next person.
So where will you give it up?
It's going to be right back in New York.
It'll be back in New York?
Yeah.
But what about the international one? You have to go to Malaysia?
I may have to go back there just as the helper and for
Right.
the next.
But not
title
for a
holder, so-
month the next time?
No, I won't have to go. I can just go for a week or so.
For a week or so.
Yeah.
So women representing 57 countries obviously have a lot of different cultures.
Yes.
What was your most intriguing or fun moment to meet 57 different cultures? Is there anything that stuck out? There's got to be one.
Wow, it was the Miss Russia. She was amazing. I actually roomed with Miss Costa Rica, and I was with Miss Tatistan. Now, I did not know where Tatistan was or that it even existed until I
Well,
met
I
her.
don't either. So tell our viewers, where is it?
It's near Russia.
Near Russia.
She was speaking Russian when we first met, and being in a room hearing Russian 1 second and then going to Spanish, I'm just like, okay, how do we translate?
How did you? How did you figure out how?
Google, Google Translate.
Google Translate.
Yes. And
That's-
then I still speak a little Spanish, so I was able to communicate with her and translate from Spanish to English into some bit of Russian that I did pick up.
So the three of you were able to communicate in your native language, but through Google, which
Yes.
translated it.
Yep.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So you started, your decision to compete started at a much younger age.
Yes.
What made you get to competition? Why? Was it you? Was it a family member's idea?
Well, I actually started when I was a baby, so that was my mom's idea, and then she allowed me to make the decision myself. So I actually decided to do it when I was about 12. I decided to do my first pageant, and I was scared. Admittedly, I was scared to do it, but then I stopped, went back at the age of 17, and I had a teen title, and I competed, and it helped build confidence in myself because I wasn't the most outspoken person. So it helped build confidence and helped me reach out to other people.
So would you recommend competition like this for young girls or young ladies who may have a
Absolutely.
self-esteem issue or anything like that?
Absolutely.
It builds it?
It really does. As long as you, because a lot of the girls, they are in the same boat as you. So they want to just speak to other girls and let them know that it's okay to be a little different than the next person. We're not competing against each other. We're actually just competing and showing our best selves.
So Kiana, tell me other pageants besides that teen pageant you competed in.
I actually competed for Miss New Jersey USA. I competed for Miss Grand United States. I competed for Miss Super Talented of the World USA. And for those, for USA, I came in top 20. I was 4th runner-up for Super Talent. And for Miss Grand, I was 1st runner-up.
It's pretty good. So how do you prepare for these the competitions? Are there talents? Are there evening gowns, swimwear?
Yes, it's a lot of things. It's interview so that they can learn the person that's going to be wearing this title. They have to go through the swimwear, which allows us to show our confidence in our fitness. And then we have the evening gown, which allows us to show our elegance, our grace, and then question and answer, which we have to be quick on our feet to give an answer that's not only going to be broadcast around the world, but it's going to show who we are and how quick we can think.
The preparation must be phenomenal for this and very intense.
It is.
I mean, so title holders usually have a charity platform when they work for the year of their reign. Have you picked one? What is your charity platform?
I work with the Red Heart Association.
Tell us about the Red Heart Association.
Okay, so as you see, I'm wearing red now for my earrings. And the Red Heart Association, I've been working with them. I've been doing the Red Heart walks, and I've been going to their charity events and promoting them. And for the past year, I have been making sure that there is CPR in schools. Like, I was there for that. I helped get CPR in the high school. So, yay, New Jersey did that. And then for the Red Heart Association, I also went for their latest walk. And now I'm going to be going back with them again. Hopefully continuing, not with the title, but...
So the Red Heart is basically working with people who may have heart disease in some way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. My staff has given me notes about this, and I'm not aware of it, so you must know. What do you feel about the recent crowning of a military member as Miss USA, who will eventually compete in the Miss Universe pageant?
I'm proud of her. I mean, she's a strong woman who's going out here and going against people who feel that she's not going to be qualified because she's in the military and that she's going to have to go on tour or something. But a lot of times there are ways that they can work around that. They can work around the schedules of both being a title holder and being in the military.
So the military member won the Miss USA pageant.
Yes, she did.
And do you know where she's from? I mean,
Yes, she's Miss DC.
Miss DC.
Yes.
Do you know her?
I haven't had the chance to meet her yet. I'm hoping I get the chance to.
So do you think pageants are outdated by today's standards for women?
Not at all.
Tell me why. That's because there's always the people who think we shouldn't be parading women.
It's not parading women. We're showing our confidence. We're showing our strength. We're showing that we're intelligent and we can do everything that we possibly can. And some better than men.
Of course.
Yes.
I'm going to agree with that. So, Kiana, tell me, what is next for you in the realm of pageantry? And do you think that it's going to help you reach your goals?
Absolutely. I actually will be heading to Dubai to compete for another title in December.
Dubai.
Yes.
And same thing, you're going to take the plane alone.
Absolutely.
Get off the plane
Yep.
and look around Dubai.
Why not?
If you might as well do it when you're young, right?
Exactly.
So how do you find out about the pageant in Dubai to even compete for it? They tell you about it, or?
Yeah, I was told about it by some people that I've been working with lately, and hopefully all things go well. I can be the next face of the world.
So what do you tell a young girl? I mean, this has obviously worked for you and you've enjoyed it, but there's also some tense moments. What do you tell a young girl who may express an interest in competing in pageants?
Do it for the right reasons. Don't do it for the glamour of it. Don't do it for just, oh, I want to wear a pretty crown. There is a lot that goes into it. So you have to be very smart. You have to be very strategic when you do it. You have to have a good backing. You have to be very motivated and determined to not just chase a crown, but be an example, be a role model, because there's going to be a lot of people following you. There's going to be a lot of girls looking at you. And there's going to be a lot of men looking at you who want to see if you're just a pretty face or if you actually have a brain behind and under the crown.
And the competition can enhance all of the attributes you just talked about.
Absolutely.
Kiana, I want to thank you for taking the time to join us on the show.
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad I've known you for all these years, and congratulations on this title.
Thank you.
And I wish you well in the next competition in Dubai.
Thank you.
I hope you'll come back and share some stories with us.
Absolutely.
Thank you. For Miss Kiana Harris, as well as Mr. Elliot D. on the first part of the show, I want to thank our viewers. Be safe on July 4th, and we'll see you next week on another edition of Our City.
Why do we like it here? Let's just say the reasons are diverse. Kane University.